Spoiler alert, you're going to die. I'm going to die. That cute barista who always spells your name wrong, dead eventually. Your ex who said they'd never find someone like you, also dead. We're all on the same train, just different stops. So what actually happens after you die? Not the philosophical is there a heaven stuff. I mean the real, gross, deeply uncomfortable biological nightmare that nobody wants to discuss at dinner parties. Buckle up, because this is the one spoiler you can't avoid. Alright, so you've died. Congratulations. You finally achieved the one goal every living thing shares. Your heart stops. Your brain shuts down, and nothing. Immediately. Nothing. No bright light. No life flashing before your eyes. That is just your oxygen-deprived brain having one last party before the power goes out completely. Within seconds, your brain cells start dying, and let me tell you, they do not go quietly. It's like a microscopic apocalypse happening in your skull. Meanwhile, your muscles relax, all of them. Which means yes, exactly what you're thinking. You've lost control of your bladder and bowels. Dying with dignity, yeah, that's not really a thing. Sorry to everyone who has ever said I wanted to die. In my sleep, your sheets disagree with that plan. Your body temperature starts dropping. Immediately, about 1.5 degrees Fahrenheit per hour. You're literally becoming room temperature, which is the most metal way to describe someone's death and also deeply disturbing when you think about it for more than 3 seconds. Chapter 2. The first few hours to a clock to for a clock to the 6 hours in. And your body's really committing to this whole being dead thing. Rigor mortis kicks in. Your muscles start stiffening up because, and I am simplifying here, your cells run out of ATP, which is basically biological currency. No ATP, no flexible muscles. You're now as stiff as that conversation you had with your crush in 8th grade. This starts with your eyelids and jaw charming and works its way down. Within 12 hours, you're completely rigid. Fun fact that nobody asked for. This is why dead bodies are sometimes found in weird positions. They die sitting up. They stay sitting up. Physics doesn't care about aesthetics. Meanwhile, your blood is settling. Gravity's still working, even if you're not. Blood pools in the lowest parts of your body, creating these dark purple blotches called livor mortis. Basically, your body's giving you the world's worst hickeys. And you're not even around to be embarrassed about it. Your cells are also starting to break down. Without oxygen, they switch to anaerobic metabolism, which produces lactic acid. Your body is essentially giving itself the world's worst workout, except there's no protein shake that's going to fix this. Okay, this is where things get really fun. And by fun, I mean absolutely horrifying. Around 24 hours in, rigor mortis starts to fade. Your muscles relax again because the proteins holding them tight start breaking down. You're now entering what scientists beautifully call secondary flaccidity. Doesn't that just sound like a great band name? But here's where the real party starts, decomposition. Your cells are dying, but the bacteria in your gut, they're having the time of their lives. These little guys have been living in your intestines, helping you digest food, being good neighbors. But now they're free. No immune system to keep them in check. They start breaking down your tissues from the inside out. This produces gas. So much gas. Your abdomen swells up like a balloon. Sometimes the pressure builds up so much that fluids start leaking out of every orifice. Yes, every orifice. Eyes, nose, mouth, ears, and the others. It's called purge fluid, which honestly sounds like something from a bad fantasy novel. But it's very real and very disgusting. Your skin starts changing color. First greenish, starting around your abdomen thanks again, gut bacteria, then spreading outward. You're turning into a very sad, very dead rainbow. Pinterest will not be reposting this color palette, though. And the smell. Remember those bacteria breaking down your tissues? They're producing gases like putrescent and cadaverini. Yes, those are the real names, and yes, they smell exactly like you'd imagine something called putrescent would smell. It's so distinctive that cadaver dogs can be trained to detect it. It's nature's way of saying, stay away to everything except flies and beetles. By week 2, you're well into what's called active decay. The bacteria are absolutely going to town. Your tissues are liquefying. That's right, you're basically melting, slowly, grossly. Insects have definitely found you by now unless you're somewhere really cold or really sealed up. Flies lay eggs within hours of death if they can access the body. Those eggs hatch into maggots, and those maggots, well, they're very efficient. A body can be stripped to bone by insects in as little as 2 weeks under the right conditions. Nature's cleanup crew doesn't mess around. Your organs are breaking down in a specific order. Fun fact you didn't want, the brain, which you spent your whole life filling with useless trivia and embarrassing memories, liquefies relatively early. All those times you practiced conversations in the shower, gone. That cringy thing you said in 9th grade that kept you up at night, finally deleted. Your stomach and intestines go next. Poetic justice for all the questionable food choices. If you're in water, you might develop adiposity, basically corpse wax. Your fat tissues transform into this waxy, soap-like substance. You're literally turning into soap. The universe has a weird sense of humor. Chapter 5. Weeks 2 months 8:30 to 10 o'clock after a few weeks. You've entered advanced decay. You're mostly bones, some dried tissue, and whatever the bugs haven't gotten to yet. Different parts of your body break down at different rates. Your teeth and bones last way longer than everything else, which is why archaeologists can find skeletons, but not much else from ancient humans. Your teeth are basically the cockroaches of your body. Parts, factors that affect how fast you decompose. Temperature, heat speeds things up. Cold slows them down. Moisture, wet means faster decomposition, burial depth deeper equals slower. Body size, more mass equals more buffet for bacteria, clothing, believe it or not. It can slow things down if you're buried in a typical casket. This process takes longer. Modern caskets are designed to slow decomposition, which is kind of ironic. We're all going back to nature, but we're gonna do it slowly and expensively. If you're embalmed, that adds even more time. They've drained your blood and replaced it with chemicals designed to preserve you. Congratulations, you're now a very expensive science experiment. Some embalmed bodies have been found decades later looking surprisingly intact. Whether that's comforting or deeply creepy is up to you. Eventually, we're talking months to years depending on conditions, you're mostly skeleton. Just bones, baby. All that S left is the mineral structure that held you up while you were busy living your life, making mistakes, eating tacos, and avoiding phone calls in the right conditions. Bones can last thousands of years. In the wrong conditions, they might be gone in decades. It depends on soil pH, moisture, temperature, and whether any animals decide to make snacks out of your remains. Eventually, even the bones break down. You become part of the soil. The calcium from your bones, the nitrogen from your tissues, it all gets recycled. You might become a tree, or grass, or that weird mushroom in someone's backyard. Circle of life, except way less cute than the Lion King made it seem. So there you have it. The brutal, honest, deeply unsexy truth about what happens to your body after you die. No sugarcoating, no euphemisms, just good old-fashioned biological processes doing their thing. Here's the weirdly comforting part though. This has happened to literally every human who has ever lived before you. Kings, peasants, geniuses, idiots, everyone gets the same treatment from nature. Death is the ultimate equalizer, and decomposition doesn't care about your LinkedIn profile. Some people find this depressing. I think it's kind of beautiful in a morbid way. You came from stardust, you're going back to dirt. Everything you're made of will become something else. The atoms in your body might end up in a flower, or a tree, or yes, possibly in someone's future coffee. You're part of this massive, ongoing recycling program that's been running for billions of years. So what should you do with this information? Live your life, probably. Make it count. Be kind to people. Eat that dessert. Call your mom. Take the trip. Tell someone you love them. Because one day, you're going to be bacteria food. And all those times you worried about what people thought of you will seem incredibly silly. And hey, at least now you know the truth. You're welcome, I guess. Death, it's natural, it's inevitable. And it's way grosser than anyone wants to admit. See you on the other side. Or not. We'll find out. Together.